Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to do the Terminators, Hunters and Killers by Dark Horse Comics. And it's a three-parter, so let's dive in. So we start in 2023 in Siberia, so not America with Skynet. But somehow Skynet has managed to deploy Terminators here. And these are a group of people. They are meeting with this guy, and it seems they know each other, and he says, this guy says, "Hey, thank you, Petrov, my old friend. When I was captured by the machines, I thought I'd never see you again. Has it really been 2 days? Zdanov, by God, it's good to see you again." So he takes them with them to their hideout, where the humans live. And they are happy to see him, and a lot of people know him. But then even the dogs are, not detecting anyone. Something weird because the dogs are trained to sniff out Terminators. But then this happens. And then this happens. So they kill everyone. He's been knocked out, and these are just Terminators. But the dogs are confused. The dogs is puzzled, it says here. She knows of the not humans, and that they mean to harm their masters. But these do not have not human smell. They are something new. As you can see here. And then one of the guards says, "Ilka, what the hell?" And then we see Terminators here arriving. And then we have glorious carnage. Looks really cool. So these people are getting massacred. So there are humans or non-humans or whatever you can call them with Terminators, and people dying left and right. And then this non-human says, "Hey, you need to give up. Do not move. If you cooperate, you will live. Lay down your weapons and you will be taken to a camp." But then he's been zapped because out of the sky there comes a group of people called they are former Spesnaz, feared Soviet special forces, commandos, saboteurs, and assassins. And it looks cool, like I said. And they are dealing with the Terminators. So. And they also use some cool weaponry that I'm not really understand. I believe these are coils. Is that how you say it? Induction coils or somewhat. And they trigger something and then these robots are terminated. I made a joke, lol. Being fried to a crisp. Really cool. And but we're not done yet. So this is the captain with the Gatling gun, and he says, "Bandera, after her," because it's one of these Terminators. And she says, "How did they infiltrate so easily? They were ushered in like dinner guests. What went wrong with the security?" And there's some people flying dead there. And something is very wrong, she says. And there's an old man here, and he wants to get help. And she says, Are you Anatoly Golitsyn of the International Security Agency Technical Operations Director?" That's a mouthful. I'm sorry if I'm talking that fake English, Russian-esque. I'm doing that unconsciously because every time I see Russians in American movies, or they have this. "Hey, I talk like this, no?" With an R, with a rolling R in it. I just like that. So he says, "Yes, I was once ESA. How do you know me?" And then she's calling in the captain. And he says, "Priority Alpha target located. Request immediately backup." And then this is happening. So one of the Terminators, it looks great, by the way. Terminators is here. And the Terminator looks at this old man and wants to shoot it, but then doesn't do it somehow. And then wants to shoot the woman here. She's getting fried too, or shot into little pieces, I guess. So the captain is here to the rescue, and he says, "Back up as requested, Sergeant." I love these costumes. Looks really cool with the red and the white, except the helmet. The helmet is a little bit lame, but nitpicking. But she says, "Sergei, something very strange happened. The Terminator had him targeted, but did not fire." Strangely indeed. But then the captain says, "Perhaps it simply felt that the target carrying a gun posed a Vredegret. Not so odd, Larissa. Still." And but she's questioning it, how it all went wrong. Um, he says, "Are you certain that's what you saw? It's rather hard to believe, I'm afraid. Believe it or not, Sergei, it could have blown him away in a microsecond, but it didn't. Maybe this Chekesti bastard has some answers for us, eh? ISA man. Ever been to Ukraine, Chekesti? You look old enough to have held a gun that killed my grandparents in the pogroms after the coup." So yeah, there's some stuff here. Then the captain is doing a speech for the people that survived, and having food and drinks and etc. etc. So they are probably joining the group then, or being led to safety. I'm not entirely sure. But then one of these group members says, "This is something new, Captain. Better flesh, complete organ systems, ceramic endoskeleton. A lot more human than I ever seen before. Could be very tough to be detected." Or something like that. "More than tough," says this guy. "For 2 hours, I was convinced that thing was my friend Zdanov. It was just like him, even knew his old jokes. And the dog passed him and the others without any problem." So Larissa says, if there is, so basically they say, well, anyone could be a Terminator. And we have to get these back immediately to the techs so they can find detection methods. And, well, the sergeant and the captain agree, so they are going to do that. Meanwhile, we are going to the MIR research complex in Russia. And then we see this whole thing here. It looks great. And I also love this particular part, that they are turning robots into humans, or do this endoskeleton thing with the flesh around it. So, like I said before, Skynet is operating in America still, or in the US, but somehow they take hold of this facility, program, computer system called MIR. And it says here, Skynet has supplied MIR, let's call it that, MIR, with the programming and manufacturing capabilities necessary to complete the project within the given parameters. So there's a secret project going on. I'm not sure what, but okay. Basically, and as you can see here, they're manufacturing robots, and there are new robots called the TS300 with new structures, new biomuscular. I'm sorry, what does it say here? New musculature. Jesus. It is faster and stronger than the 800 series. And like I said before, they have all these things in here that's less easy to detect it, as you saw in this issues before here. What am I saying? No, not in the issues, in these pages. Jesus, I'm sorry. It was a long day today. And again, looks great. But they also... The Skynet is also threatening Mir, and I didn't understand that at first, because it says that if Mir does not fail, or it's going to delete the whole intelligence system, because Skynet gave Mir the awareness to become alive, and if the parameters is not met and they screw it up, Mir will be terminated. So they have to do it. And I believe there is also free TS300s around being created. And they have to kill the original humans that look like them. And then we see this face, which is pretty familiar. Yeah, it's the captain. It's the captain of the Spesnaz. Wow. Okay. And then we have a flashback from this woman, about the ISA, and that they, laying waste to villages and to take over. There was a coup somewhere with the government. It's not really that important, but from the ashes they rose to a resistance, and then the resistance became the Spesnaz. So the old guy wants to know. I've living in a hole for 20 years, and I want to know. He wants to know something, but then the captain interrupts him, and he says, "I spent 6 months in a human guinea pig in a Mir concentration camp, Golitsyn. I escaped after I managed to blow up the lab where I was being tortured. Here, see, I still have a few pieces in me at least. That's a lie. You've been created. you, you scumbag. All your questions will be answered at HQ. They certainly want you badly, though. I wonder what it is. Well, even he doesn't know. He says, I've done nothing since the war, but before I was a computer technician, specializing in nuclear ballistic missiles and submarine launches. But then they are, going on land, but they are a little bit far away from the target. And he says, why are we landing here? But the captain says, it'll be soon light and the hunter-killers will be out in force. We'll hole up here today and finish the trip tonight. Okay, that's all fine and dandy. But then, out of nowhere, hunter-killers are coming. And again, great action here. And he's using, some kind of a bazooka. And blows him up. But there's, killers, also known as Terminators, coming out. And but then this old man wants to escape. And she says, goddamn Galizian, I told you to stay close. But then this happens. And that's the end of the book. I wonder what happens next. Yeah, great, cool. Yeah, I love it. Just great, in my opinion. Terminator. Yeah. Let's see where this goes. I also like the fact that this immediately being revealed there's a mole in the group. He's acting really human, doesn't do weird things at all. He's just, he's the captain of the group. I'm very curious where it's going. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you liked the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.